Ooh, what's up, Internet? My name's David Webb.
I'm Arielle Edwards.
We get nerdy nightly.
And we thought we'd share it with you.
That is right. Welcome back to a Monday edition of the morning show, the 41st morning show.
Yeah, we've been talking about this a lot. Where we're like, I think we're on like episode 60. Like we were like, we couldn't remember.
We've made 4,000 of these.
Yeah, so we actually went back and checked.
Yeah, so this is number 41.
41.
It's wild.
It is.
That means we've completed 2 full months. Mm-hmm. Months can be 5 weeks, but 2 4-week chunks of the morning show without missing a single one.
Yeah. Even when you thought you'd get stuck in New York, you still made it back for the morning show.
Yeah, that's wild.
We are committed.
We're pot committed, as they say.
What does that mean?
Pot committed means like it's a gambling term from poker. So like once your chips are already in the pot, you're pot committed. You can't take your chips out.
Gotcha.
So you've like already done the thing. Y'all, this has been the last week was really fun.
Yeah.
But we had the weekend, and I'm not gonna lie, there's a part of me I miss doing the morning show on the weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually do. Like, I was like, oh, like, it's nice to get a little bit of, like, a sleep in, but at the same time, it's like, okay.
Yeah, how does our day start, you know?
Yeah, like, wow, Rebel has never missed a single morning show.
Congratulations, Rebel. I think there's, like, 4 or 5 people who can say that.
Yeah, there's not many, and you are one of the few.
Yeah, and when you do need to miss one, just it's okay.
Yeah, I mean, okay, no pressure. We upload it as a podcast and we put it on the YouTube, so you're fine if you have to catch up. But it's definitely more fun live.
It's more fun live. Mm-hmm. It definitely is more fun live. At least for us. I don't. They might hate it, but
I mean,
show up out of obligation.
Like, ugh, I gotta go do that thing.
Oh God, it's 10 a.m. Eastern. Gotta go watch that frickin' mustache. Talk too much.
It's gonna be gone soon.
soon. That's right. Tomorrow, y'all, if you are watching this live, if you're watching this on YouTube or listening to the podcast feed later, come check this out live. We do stream it live, 10 a.m. Eastern, Monday through Friday on twitch.tv/nerdynightly. Mm-hmm. It's just an hour-long show full of the nerd news that you need to know to be a functioning society in 2020 because the nerds won. We took over. Pop culture is ours now, so you got to know the nerd news. And tomorrow, Tuesday, I'm going to be doing my Ned Flanders stream.
Yeah.
Playing Valhalla, seeing how Ned Flanders would react to all the blood and violence. It's going to be something. The game involves a lot of like attacking churches.
Great.
So that's going to be something. And then the mustache is going to go away.
Thank God.
And then the beard will return.
It's time.
Yes.
It is time. Cannot wait.
Yeah, we have a lot of extra streams though this week. I have my Ned Flanders stream tomorrow. I'm streaming Wednesday night Diablo 2.
That's
Thursday, I'm doing a 10-hour stream for Cyberpunk.
Because you're wild.
2077's release.
Like, nobody told you to do that. You were just like, I'm gonna do this. I was like...
I kind of just said it, and now I have to do it.
Yeah.
Friday, I'm going to be playing Among Us with Meg Mage and a bunch of other people. Captain Noxiel, another streamer. It's going to be all streamers. We're playing Among Us with the... there's some mod so that when you're in the proximity mod, so you can like hear each other when you're close to each other.
Like talking?
Yeah.
Oh.
So that's going to be really interesting to see how that goes. So come check out that stream. And then, of course, Sunday I'll be back with more. No, it's not Star Wars Sunday. Sunday's the Twitch Sing stream.
Yes, it's Twitch Sing.
All special streams this week, y'all. All special streams.
Yeah, we got so much good stuff coming at you.
So much. I'm so excited.
Yeah, so that'll be 4 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. We're going to be doing solos, duets, just singing for a few hours and hanging out with you guys.
Yeah.
Just chatting, hanging.
Yeah. And Dagon, Scan, if you're here, you guys won our... you were our top gifter and our top gift subber last month.
On this channel, yeah.
Feel free to pass along what songs you would like us to learn for you. Dagon, you were also one in Clarus's, so I know you sent one for Clarus's channel, but you also got another one for mine. So.
Yep.
That is going to be a fun stream.
Yes.
We have a lot of audio stuff we have to figure out for that.
Yeah.
To make sure.
Especially because we are very different volumes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It's fine. It's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great.
You know what? It's gonna be fun. Honestly, like, it's gonna be fun.
Miller in the chat asked, how has Valhalla been? I'm only about 30 hours into the game right now, so I believe I'm about probably a quarter of the way through the main stuff. And I gotta say, thus far, it is incredible. Valhalla is a very fun game. It still hasn't quite overtaken Odyssey for me as far as certain things. The mechanics don't function quite as well, but they did put out a patch recently that fixed a lot of the problems I was having.
Right, you talked about that.
Yeah, and I just I'm really really enjoying Valhalla. It is. Oh, Joe Lurker says the neighbors are gonna riot on Sunday. We should let our landlord know.
Yeah, I'll just be like, hey Mark, we're gonna be singing
for 4 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours, probably 3 hours.
4 hours is a long time.
So I do want to say, I just want to, I probably am not going to do like a review of it or anything like that, just because that wouldn't come out. Who knows when I'm going to beat the thing. But it is an incredible experience, and I'm really, really, really enjoying it so far. I mean, the storytelling is wonderful, and the characterization is really strong.
Yeah.
Also, there's a lot of references to other franchises. Like, there's a bunch of Harry Potter references, because it's London, so there's like...
Yeah.
What was the other thing? There was another reference that I thought was really funny. Oh, there's a Portal reference.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a Portal reference that cracked me up. So, yeah, Valhalla's great, and I'm really enjoying it.
Good.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to play it.
I'm excited to play it.
All right, y'all, should we get into DAS News?
Let's do it.
DAS News. Y'all, we are going to be talking about... this first story is slightly sensitive. So we're going to use some language that is not... I don't think is like overtly racist, but is slightly sensitive. Just to explain what happened. The movie Monster Hunter, which we have talked about many times, we've done some trailer reactions for, has been pulled from Chinese cinemas days after its release there due to a joke in the film.
It was 1 day, wasn't it?
I think it lasted 2 days.
Okay.
I think the controversy started after a day, and then after 2 days they started to pull it.
Gotcha.
And so, for those of you who don't know, the Monster Hunter movie that is releasing in the United States on the 25th of December, and in Canada at the same time. It's releasing around the world at different times. It released in China on December 3rd.
Yep.
And it was immediately pulled because of a joke in the film that I just want to make sure that I get it verbatim.
Yeah, we don't want to... something like this that is a very sensitive topic, we want to make sure that we are quoting it exactly correctly and not paraphrasing in any way.
Yeah.
Because it... yeah.
So it starts with... there's the white character and an Asian character who are driving together at a high speed. The Asian character says, "Look at my knees." The white guy says, "What kind of knees are these?" And his companion, who is Asian, says, "Chinese." And that joke, which isn't a joke.
Yeah, it's not that funny.
It's not a joke for a variety of reasons. But it's kind of just bad, and I don't understand why it's in the movie.
Yeah, for a movie to get into theaters, the number of people that it has to make it through is very high.
Yeah.
And for every single person to be like, "Oh yeah, that's cool."
Yeah, I'm just
kind of.
It's like a schoolyard.
Yeah,
thing. When
you're 9, you think that's funny.
Yeah, and I just don't know who it's... I don't know who it's for. The reason that this ended up upsetting people as well is because the subtitle for the movie, or the subtitle in the Chinese film, replaced that with a Chinese idiom saying that there's gold under my knees, which apparently is a Chinese idiom for saying that Chinese people don't kneel for other people because there is there is value in their dignity. And so people felt...
So it's not the same thing at all in the slightest.
So Chinese people felt like they were being...
lied to?
Yeah, essentially.
I mean, yeah.
And the film, which was hoping to make money in China, because that's the only place it's going to make money right now, their box office is actually open, and the American one is mostly not. With LA and New York still not having open theaters. Yeah. This was supposed to be their big draw for their Chinese box office.
Yep.
And it's now not going to be that. It's the ripple effects of this have started to be seen across the Monster Hunter franchise.
Yep.
There were 2,000 review bombs dropped on the game on Steam for Monster Hunter World. And it's just, this is going to be bad. They're going to try and re-release the movie in China without this joke. But to be quite honest, I can't see people running out to see it after this.
Yeah. They screwed up. They screwed up bad.
And I saw the clip. It's been taken down now, the clip on Twitter.
Oh, it has?
Yeah, so the clip on Twitter has been taken down.
Okay.
And I just don't understand how this joke
made it into the movie?
Yeah,
who wrote that?
I'm pretty sure the tweet read, great writing in the Monster Hunter movie. Clearly sarcastic, obviously, but, someone wrote it, and then a bunch of actors were like, yeah, we're gonna say Chinese like this.
Yeah, I feel like if I had gotten that script for this movie, I would have been like, really? Really?
Well, and
really?
the Asian character's lines aren't as weird to me as the white guy's line, because the Asian guy's like, look at my knees, and the white guy's response is, what kinds of knees are these? And I'm like, no one would ever say that.
Nobody says that.
It's not a rational response.
Yeah, I'm confused. It's just bad writing.
Yeah,
it's bad and offensive writing.
If someone was like, look at these knees, I would be like, why?
Yeah, I'd be like, why?
I would assume that they're going to do the finger thing where they want you to look at their...
Oh, yeah.
I don't know what that is, but that's a thing, right?
It's a meme. If you look at it, you...
So I would assume...
That meme has never died.
But what kind of knees are these is just such a weird sentence.
Yeah.
It's like a bizarre... I get that they're like, oh, you know what'll be really hilarious? If the Asian guy says Chinese, so we're going to walk ourselves into that situation with the most awkward dialogue you could possibly come up with.
Yeah. I am still shocked at how many people that had to give a green light for that to get in the movie. You know what I mean? It's never, movies are teams of people, and that's why, we've talked about the movie industry is important in times like these because it actually is providing jobs to many people.
Oh, God, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's not just a writer who wrote this down. It's the team of people behind writing the script that were all like, that's good, that works.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't understand.
100%. I'm not gonna lie. This terrible joke cost them millions of dollars. That joke is
not an exaggeration.
So bad that studio is going to lose millions of dollars over it.
Yeah.
And that is insane.
Well, because the movie would have done pretty well, I think, in China.
I don't know.
No, I mean, Monster Hunter is big. It's got a name behind it, and there's not a lot of new stuff out right now. I think it would have made some good money. It wouldn't have blown up, I don't think, but I think they are going to make a fraction of what they would have made because a lot of box offices, like you said, are not open.
Yeah, no, it's true. It's definitely true. I think that it is, it's unfortunate. Mm-hmm. It is interesting going back to, because we did a reaction to the Chinese trailer.
Yes.
And I was commenting on how differently they sold the movie in China than how they sold it in America.
Yeah.
Because the American trailer was filled with kinds of dumb American military one-line jokes.
Yeah.
And the Chinese trailer had none of that. And I commented on that in the trailer reaction where I was like, hey, they're very clearly trying to cut out this side of the movie. And it is so funny to me that the side of the movie they cut out of that trailer is the side of the movie that literally got the movie removed from Chinese box offices.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know what they were thinking.
I think it wouldn't have been as bad if it wasn't an American military character. But I think that I think the backlash becomes extra when it's an American military character making fun of Asian people in Asia.
Yeah.
I just think that piles it on.
Yeah, it's not a good look, guys. It's not a good look. And now even the game is suffering because of it. Because of these, like, reviews. Like, people are determined to kind of bring the game down a peg, even though the game and the game developers had nothing to do with the movie.
The game is also going to be fine, because it's, like, been out for so long that, like, the majority of people... The truth about the game is the majority of people who are going to buy the game already own it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's just...
Yeah, that's true.
But just because it's been out, what, 2.5 years now?
Yeah.
Like, the sequel DLC is already out. I'm not worried about that.
Yeah. It's just, like, you know, like, the comments that people are making in these Steam reviews are... I'm not sure what the point of them is, because they're not going to the people who made the movie.
Yeah.
They are very separate entities.
Well, Capcom isn't, though. Like, Capcom is the I think the idea is that, like, you want Capcom to know that you're upset, and the easiest way to let Capcom know is the public forum of Steam reviews. Whereas, like, there isn't a... Movie review sites don't have the same kind of weight that Steam reviews seem to. People really do care how a movie's doing on Steam.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting. Hero Wind actually brings up something interesting in the chat. He says, unless they were hoping to make sales on the game from the movie, the idea might be that, like, don't let people use the movie to sell their video game by review bombing the game because the movie... I understand that tactic. Zerber says, wasn't there supposed to be a sequel as well? I mean, it's supposed to... No. Do they want there to be? I'm assuming they do.
Probably.
Is there going to be... The thing is, it's not going to make any money.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't think it's going to
be a loss.
I don't think it's going to happen, and, like, the amount of money... Like, you know, Monster Hunter, from what I've seen from the trailers, probably looks like it's an expensive movie to make because of all the CGI. Like... And
the cast.
And
like, Ron Perlman, Mia Jovovich. Like, it's not... It's not like a C
movie.
team, you know?
Yeah.
The other interesting thing is going to be how it does in North America now, because not only will the box office be limited here just by capacity, but also they did choose to come up against Wonder Woman. And Wonder Woman, the early reviews, which take those with a grain of salt, but the early reviews are very positive. Despite my personal thoughts about some of the things we've seen in the trailers. I think it's dumb. If you haven't seen a Wonder Woman trailer yet, there are a lot of scenes in the trailers where she, like, uses her whip to swing on lightning, and I think it's really dumb, and I hate it, and I'm very excited for this movie, and I know that it's going to be, like, one sequence that I just roll my eyes through, but I just think it's really, like, you can't whip lightning. It just doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense.
Yeah. It doesn't, like, it's light... And it lasts for, like, a fraction of a second. Yeah,
I'm sorry. It just, they put out another trailer for CCXP, and the whole thing is they're like, catch Diana as she rides the lightning. And I'm like, that's not even remotely possible in any way.
Yeah.
No matter what your superpower is.
Yeah.
I just...
Unless maybe if you're, like, Scarlet Witch and you can change, like, the physicality of the universe and science, like, I don't know, like...
Yeah.
You would have...
let
me just suspend the lightning so that I can ride it.
I wonder if they're trying to set up a thing where, like, the Flash will run by and she'll be able to, like, whip onto his lightning and, like, ride behind him.
Oh, I hate that.
She just shield surfs. The Flash becomes her sled dog. Mush.
Oh my god. No, I hate it. I hate it so much. That's not happening. There's no way no. No. Somebody just thought it looked cool, and they're like, she's gonna ride the lightning. And you're like, okay.
The thing is, it kind of does look cool until you think about, like, the mechanics of... The lightning would have to stay there long enough for her to swing, so the lightning's just, like, chilling.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Unless she's creating the lightning in order to swing. But that's also not a power she has. Anyway, this is a tangent that's not necessary. I just watched the trailer and I was like, please don't make this the center of the movie.
Yeah, no. It's fine if you have, like, a cool, like, moment or whatever, it looks cool, and we're all like, alright, I understand that this is, like, silly, but it looks cool, fine, you know.
It was like the last fight in Amazing Spider-Man 2, which I was super on board. I was really on board with that fight. That movie's a little tough, but the fight is really cool between Spider-Man and Electro until Electro starts playing Itsy Bitsy Spider by bouncing from generator to generator. And you're like, what the... How is music happening? What the hell? And they're like having this like super serious fight, and then all of a sudden it's like bum, 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 bum. And you're like, no, I'm not.
Like, no, somebody is fired. Somebody needs to be fired for that.
You just expect like Steve from Blue's Clues to pop out and be like, I know this song.
We just got a letter. We just got a letter.
I want to be watching like a serious drama one day, and then like the neighbor to this very serious like marriage divorce scenario is Steve from Blue's Clues. So they're like fighting. It's literally Divorce Story with Adam Driver and Scarlett Johansson, and they're just screaming at each other. And Steve pops in and is like, "Hey guys, have you seen my dog Blue?"
Oh my god. Okay, I know this is like such a tangent. But I still find it very funny that, like, the rumor went around that the guy who played Steve died, and he was like, I'm not dead. Guys, I'm still here. Still alive. I'm not, like...
Yeah.
The internet.
Yeah, I do appreciate people having to prove that they're not dead.
Yeah, they're like, actually, no.
But Monster Hunter the movie is probably dead, unfortunately. And you know what? Self-inflicted wound.
Honestly, yeah. Like, you did this to yourself. I don't have any sympathy.
No.
You done effed up. Like,
I will be checking it out, because I want to see if that line is still in the American release.
Yeah, I want to see if they make any changes. Because they were releasing it at different times in different places, I want to see if that's still there.
Do you think that joke makes it to the American release?
I don't know. It depends if they care enough.
I think that this is big enough news that it can't. Because there's the Asian population of the United States and Canada is too high. I think that they would get... If you were literally told, hey, this is kind of racist, and you're like, all right, we'll take it out in Asia, but we're going to keep it for North America.
Yeah.
The pushback, the vitriol that you're going to see online is going to be insane.
Well, and the other thing as well is it's not like it's already out here and you'd have to pull it and re-release it.
No, they have 3 weeks. Like, they have plenty of time.
Yeah, they can fix this, and I hope that they do. But, you know, the damage is kind of already done, so.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. In other news... Oh, that's not it. Cassian Andor star Diego Luna has revealed that the Rogue One spinoff is either currently shooting or about to start shooting in London. He went on to say that this movie basically encompasses... Or this television series basically encompasses everything you need to know to understand Rogue One. Did you have a hard time understanding Rogue One?
No.
I'm not confused about any of this except for that comment. Rogue One is not a very... Zebra says, I don't think anyone had a hard time of it. I know, Zebra, that's where I'm at. I'm excited for the show. I love Diego Luna as Cassian Andor.
Oh no, now I'm actually a bit concerned.
No, you know what I think this is? I think this is literally just like he gets asked about this literally every time he goes outside.
Right.
And he just is like trying to come up with things to say about it.
Yeah, okay. I was like gonna read into it a little too hard, and I was like, oh no, I'm kind of worried that like they're gonna like create this intrigue in Rogue One that like wasn't in the movie at all, and just like make it seem like they're really smart. Like I was like, oh please no, not like, another Moffat. Like
the only thing that's confusing about Rogue One is like super cleared up by Catalyst, the novel. If you've read Catalyst going into Rogue One makes a lot more sense because it sets up Jyn Erso's father and Krennic and their relationship. But other like the actual movie is about a group of people who have to go get a thing from a place. That's it. Like that's the whole film. Yeah.
Well, maybe it's gonna be based on that novel.
No. Cassian Andor is not in the novel. The Catalyst. If you've never read Catalyst, if you like the movie Rogue One, definitely read Star Wars Catalyst. It's an incredible book about Galen Erso, who is played by Mads Mikkelsen in the movie, the new Grindelwald. He is making the Death Star, essentially, laser system for the Empire.
Right.
And that it's essentially about his relationship with Orson Krennic, who is played by, oh god, the guy who played the Skrull in frickin' Captain Marvel.
Didn't see it.
Oh god. He's so good. So they are going to be, the book is about their relationship. Ben Mendelsohn, thank you so much, Richard Sim 7. So Ben Mendelsohn, or Krennic and Urso, and their dance around each other as Galen Erso realizes that the work that he's doing for the Empire is bad, and how Krennic pushes him to like keep going.
Okay.
It's a really, really fascinating book. It sets up their relationship. It sets up why Galen Erso puts the flaw in the Death Star in the first place.
Right.
That's not really explained all that well in the movie.
Right.
But Cassian Andor totally makes sense in the film, and I really think this is just him saying things to say things. Mm-hmm. I don't think there's going to be some crazy reveal.
Yeah.
That changes.
I hope not. I don't know. You read that line and I was like...
Yeah, I know. Because Rogue One is very simple.
Yeah.
It's a group of people. It's a heist movie. It's a
simple
heist movie. The book is Canon Miller, yeah. I can't remember who wrote it. It's right there. Can I see from here? James Luceno wrote it. It's really convenient to have your Star Wars bookshelf
right there,
right next to the set of your show.
Yeah.
It's James Luceno. It's one of my favorite new Disney Star Wars books. Mm-hmm. It's really, really, really good. And if you read it and then immediately watch the movie, great experience.
I might do that.
It takes a few hours, but it's a decent day of your life. If I'm going to be completely honest. How do you feel about a Cassian Andor series? Are you excited to see him and K2SO back at it in the field, being spies?
I mean, I here's the thing. I guess so. I watched Rogue One once. I enjoyed it, but it didn't make an impression on me like it has with most other people.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, honestly, like, I thought the people in it were good. You know, I thought it was a good story. I think it was well done, but I didn't have that, like, visceral response to it that some people did. Like, some people love Rogue One. They're like, this is my favorite Star Wars movie, whatever. And I'm like,
well, no,
cool.
I wouldn't go that far.
No. But like, some people are like, Rogue One is where it's at, and like, I get it. I enjoyed the movie, but I didn't have that kind of emotional reaction to it. I was like, this is good.
It's my favorite Disney Star Wars movie. Mm-hmm. Since the merger, not merger, but since they bought out Lucasfilm. I definitely it's my favorite since 2014 for sure. Mm-hmm. I love that movie. I think Felicity Jones is so good. I think Diego Luna is so good. Alan Tudyk as K2SO is so good. I'm so glad.
They were all solid.
I'm so excited to see K2SO in the show. Like his humor just worked for me. Mm-hmm. Congratulations, you're being rescued. So funny. So I'm really excited for this. I love that movie. Admiral Raddus is just like one of my favorite secondary characters. I want a whole show about Admiral Raddus. He's the best. Mm-hmm. Also, my favorite line in any Star Wars movie that isn't said by an on-screen actor is in that movie when Jyn gives this whole speech about her plan, and then all you hear from the background is, "But what is she proposing?" And it is, quite honestly, one of the... I have replayed that scene, I was high, but I replayed the scene 30 times in a row and just listened to that one line and cried tears of laughter. So...
I'm shocked.
Richardson 7, there's a problem on the horizon. There is no horizon. Great line. That movie's great. I love Rogue One. I'm so excited for this series. Mm-hmm. I loved when Diego Luna was first promoting Rogue One. He was saying that it was really important to him that he keep his accent and not try and get rid of his accent. And because he has a Latin American accent, and he was like, no, I want if you're gonna have me in Star Wars, I want to represent my culture in Star Wars, honestly. Yeah. And so now to see that there's going to be a Hispanic man or a Latin accent man, speaking in his accent, leading a show on Disney Plus. I think that's the kind of representation that has real value, and I'm really happy that that they're going in that direction. I like that he's going to be the star of this show, and he's a damn good actor. Like, I am not at all worried about him being able to pull this off. No. He's so intriguing on camera. And I'm just excited for it. I really am. I think this is going to be great. I'm so excited that they're shooting right now because it means it's going to happen sooner. Yeah. Yeah, it's really cool. It's really, really cool that this is happening. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's exciting. I think, like, I know we have so much other stuff to catch up on, but I would love to do, like, just a full, like, rewatch of all the Star Wars movies. Oh my god. Always. Like, I know it would be a lot, but, like, because you've never done Rogue One Into a New Hope. No. We need to have a night where we watch Rogue One Into a New Hope, because it's pretty great. It's also been so long since I've seen the prequels. Yeah. Like, the last time I saw them, I was, like, 14, 15. Like... Wow. Like, not since, like, high school, maybe? Yeah. Like, it's been a while. So that's why I'm like, I want to do a full rewatch. I love the prequels. I am a prequelist. I know. I was openly anti-prequel for a long time, and the truth is, I only did it because I felt like everyone would make fun of me if I admitted that I liked them, but I like them quite a bit. Except for Attack of the Clones. Attack of the Clones is tough. It is just, like, the Obi-Wan stuff is so good, yeah. But the rest of the movie is a little bit tough. But I love Phantom Menace and I love Revenge of the Sith, both, quite a lot. I know. I'm a big Phantom Menace fan. I'm one of those people where, like, I will go toe to toe on Phantom Menace. If anyone wants to fight me, I'm more than down to fight. That movie is dope. That movie is really, really fun. Darth Maul is one of, like, the greatest modern villains as far as, like, aesthetics creation. People forget in all of the, like, oh, I don't like the prequels that happened. That trailer that had Darth Maul reveal the double-bladed lightsaber, like, blew up the world. Like, people were losing their freaking minds. Yeah. Yes, Rock Mage, there's bad stuff in the prequels. I understand. It's only because I'm so in love with you. I get it. It's not all great. There is some weird stuff. But overall, Phantom Menace is pretty dope. Alright, you heard it here, folks. Qui-Gon Jinn, still one of my favorite Jedi characters. Not as much as Obi-Wan, but yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He was very good. He's very good. He's very good. Yeah. I love that movie. You know? I know. I like Boss Nass. Boss Nass is dope. Yeah. I'm a big Boss Nass fan. He's funny. He's a good leader. Yeah. He's like, we should go into war. And I'm like, hell yes, we are. Let's do it. All right. Should we move on to other stories? We'll watch it. Yeah. All right. HBO Max has announced some really interesting material. They're working on international DC content, which would be comics, comic-based properties, Batman, Superman, that are not set in the United States and that are not in English. This is a particularly interesting announcement considering currently HBO Max is only in the United States of America. Yeah. But they do have plans to expand to 190 countries. Starting next year with Latin America and Europe. I'm hoping Canada's in there. Yeah, like, guys. Canada's always left out of this stuff, but we're like, hi. We're right here. Yeah. So they're going to be creating. This is a direct quote. We're also going to work to see DC content in other countries outside of the US. One of the things that we're going to do with Max is that all of our international productions will eventually live on Max, and we're going to do a much better job of coordinating between all of the folks programming in Europe, Latin America, and Asia. So if there's anything that we're developing that has real cross-border appeal, we'll be able to highlight that. The plan is to be in 190 countries. It's just how fast can we do that rollout. What's really interesting here is there was a short a few years ago that was Batman of Shanghai. That was like, what if Batman was set in China? Yeah. And it's a really cool short. I remember watching it on Toonami. And there is talk about doing like a live-action Batman show not set in the United States of America. And not in English. And I want it so bad. That sounds dope. Oh, yeah. It sounds incredible. I would watch that. 100%. Yeah. Like, I would love to see... Rockmage asks, are we finally going to see Hombre Murcielago? I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is either. I would love to see, like, what if Superman was landed in Brazil and was Brazilian and spoke Portuguese?
Yeah.
Give me subtitles. Give me subtitles. I'll watch with subs. And I would love this kind of content.
Yeah.
It would be, because it's a way that you could continue to make DC content, but it would be wildly different than what we've already gotten.
Yeah. It wouldn't feel as, like, stale.
Rockman says that's man who is a bat in Spanish.
Oh, gotcha.
I would be down to see Hombre Murcielago. I would watch that show in a heartbeat.
Absolutely.
Sounds dope.
Well, and I think, here's the thing. It gives them an opportunity to keep making money on the same ideas that they are, like, have. You know what I mean?
100%.
They don't have to come up with new anything, really. They just use the things they already know people like. Mm-hmm. And they make money with it. So...
I'm very into this
move.
idea. They just did the Batman Ninja animated movie. I haven't seen all of it, but I've seen chunks of it, and it seemed really cool. I wish that it was in Japanese. Like, honestly, the weirdest part about the Batman Ninja movie is that it's in English. I would much have preferred it be in Japanese with English subtitles.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that's how I always feel about stuff set in other cultures. I would much rather watch it subbed than dubbed.
Yeah.
I also just find it really weird when something is set somewhere else, but everyone is speaking English.
Yeah.
Especially if the actors clearly English isn't the first language, and I'm like, just let them speak their first language and I'll read it. Like, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's the same. I actually feel the same way about the Oscars. I have a strong opinion that the Oscars need to stop making international people give their speeches in English and let them speak in their own language and have them submit their speech beforehand so that it's closed captioned or whatever.
Yeah.
But, like, stop making these incredible international people stumble through an English speech when they are incredible orators in their own language. Let us hear them in their own language. I don't even care if I don't understand and I have to read the translation later. Let people speak as themselves. Yeah. I really hate it. Every time you have this incredible Mexican director or Chinese director or Indian director or wherever they are in the world, get up there and then they, like, try, just let them speak in their own language. It'll be beautiful and we're international enough. The Oscars is an international enough organization. Sorry, I'm going on a bit of a rant here.
No,
but just
you're fine.
Let people... Can we get subtitles for John Travolta too, says Rockmate.
Savage.
The wickedly talented Adele Dazeem.
Yeah. Yep.
For those of you who don't know, John Travolta
Poor
messed
guy.
up Idina Menzel's name. And it
Poor
is
guy.
one of the greatest moments in the history of television.
It's something. And then it was, like, a trend that year. Like, it happened, like, in other stuff as well. And I was like...
Yeah.
Is this legit? Here's the thing. I agree with you on everything you said. 100%. I have a really hard time watching things with subtitles.
Really?
Yes. I don't end up watching the show. I only look at the words. And maybe it's just because I haven't, like, watched enough stuff. Mm-hmm. But I just find that I'm missing out on what's actually going on in the show. And I'm just reading the text. And then halfway through it, I kind of lose interest. Because all I'm doing is reading words. And, you know, that honestly just might be that, like, it's not something that I've done super often. But I have a hard time with it. Even if... Here's the worst part. Even if I'm watching a movie in English... and the subtitles are on. Like, if for whatever reason the subtitles are on,
dentist's office.
I can't not look at them. I can't, like, not read them. I have a really, really difficult time focusing on the visuals and not the text.
100%. I hate it with English because I feel like I get to the punchline of a joke too early.
Yeah,
like, I
that's
read
fair.
to the end of the sentence before they've said it, and so the comedic timing is off.
Yeah.
But I don't mind it with other languages. Yeah. But I go see a lot of international films in theaters. That's something that I enjoyed to do in New York when, you know, going to the theaters was a thing. Yeah. But, so if the movie's in English, I can't have closed captioning on. It drives me bonkers. Yeah. But if the movie or television program is not in English, I really I enjoy subtitles over dubs for sure.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I think that is the way to go. But just, like, for me personally, I have a really hard time with it. You know why I can't do dubs though? Is because the lips don't match, and so my brain is that affects me more than the subs do. Yeah, that also it's one of those things. I'm like, oh god, and, like, the worst part of it is like I actually I'm actually a very fast reader. Like, I did a bunch of, like, tests in high school or whatever.
Weird flex.
No, it's a dumb thing. I know. I actually read really fast.
She does read very fast.
But then I just stay there on the text. Like, it's not even, like, I feel like I'd be able to, like, train myself out of it, but it's just, for some reason, very difficult for me. I read it, and then I stay on it.
Should we do, like, a Rocky-style montage where we train you to watch subs?
Maybe that's what I need. I don't know what it is, but
I get it. I'm still gonna say I'm excited for this. I want to see.
Sure.
I want to see this this international content from Warner Brothers. And
100%.
honestly, you know, there's so much love for these superheroes worldwide that it's really time. Like,
oh yeah, guys,
you know,
come on.
Spider-Man Japan was a long time ago, and that's the only, like, international thing I can think of. Mm-hmm. And Spider-Man Japan is bad. That show is insane. Don't watch it, but go watch the honest trailers for it just to see what you missed out on. Because it's oh boy,
I'm gonna go watch it.
Yeah, the honest trailer is really worth it. Because it points out just, like, how bonkers that show is.
Great. Can't wait.
Because they basically just turned it into Power Rangers, but with one Power Ranger and, like, a lot of very, very messed up death, and it's very weird. It's very much not a kid's show.
Hey.
Okay. Y'all, in very exciting news for David, Jordan Vogt Roberts, I don't know if you know who he is, but he directed Kong Skull Island.
Okay, yeah.
He also directed an incredible movie called Kings of Summer that I'm a huge fan of. He is directing a Metal Gear Solid movie because he is, like, he's an incredible director, but he's a die-hard franchise fan of Metal Gear Solid. The video game series. And that he's been working on that for forever. Mm-hmm. But it is finally happening now, and we know that because we have our lead actor. We have a frickin' star. A frickin', like, someone who will win Sexiest Man Alive one day. Not this year, because obviously that already happened and it wasn't him. But Oscar Isaac, Poe Dameron from the frickin' Star Wars is going to be playing Solid Snake, and I think I love this casting. I love it quite a bit. I'm very excited that it is a person of color. I'm very excited that it's Oscar Isaac because he's so attractive.
Yeah.
And Oscar Isaac is on a frickin' roll with the Star Wars movies, Ex Machina. Next year he's going to be in Dune. And
right.
He's going to be one of the leads of Dune, which is going to be a huge movie. Mm-hmm. And now he's going to be Solid Snake, and he's also going to be in the Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse 2 as the Spider-Man 2099. So his career is he's
bumping.
Right.
Yeah.
Oscar Isaac is doing okay.
Yeah, he's fine.
Yeah.
He's just...
Yeah, he also looks like that. So, like, you know.
Yeah. Can't complain.
So yeah, you've never played a Metal Gear Solid game. Is Oscar Isaac enough to get you to go see this movie?
Here's the thing. We have very different opinions on the Star Wars.
Sure.
Movies.
Take Star Wars out of it, because you like Ex Machina.
I do.
And so,
but here's the thing about Ex Machina.
Oh no.
No, this biggest standout for me was the girl.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, that's her movie.
And that's the thing, it's her movie, and I honestly can't really remember much of him in it, because she was just so...
Wait, you don't remember his dancing sequence? Because I'll never forget that dancing sequence.
Kind of. Like, I kind of do. But, like, when I think of that movie, I think of her, and, like, I'm a little bit, like, tunnel vision with it. Here's the thing.
Why am I not surprised that you only remember the pretty lady?
Leave me alone.
Alicia Vikander is so good in that movie.
I know, she's
Alicia
so
Vikander
good.
is so good in life. I really want that Tomb Raider sequel because I just love Alicia Vikander so much.
Yeah. No, she's amazing. I just like...
Richard Sim 7 in the chat says, "Don't forget Apocalypse."
I'm trying to.
I'm not going to lie to you. We've been talking about Oscar Isaac for the last 3 minutes. Mm-hmm. I completely forgot that he was Apocalypse. I have blocked that movie out of...
He in Apocalypse?
He is Apocalypse. The bad guy. Who looks like...
It's been so long.
The fact that you've forgotten is really wonderful.
Yeah.
That's good for you because he looks like Ivan Ooze from the... Richard Sim 7 and I had the same thought at the same time. Ivan Ooze from the Power Rangers movies.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was a rough makeup job. But I completely forgot he was in that movie.
Yeah, I didn't know he was in that movie. Here's the thing.
Wild.
Apocalypse is kind of a haze. I really don't remember it, like, at all.
The only thing I remember about Apocalypse is that they murder, like, a considerable amount of the planet, and in the next movie, they don't bring that up.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, Magneto ruins the magnetic core of the Earth, killing billions of people, and then at the beginning of Dark Phoenix, no mention.
Interesting. Well, so I never saw Dark Phoenix. I think Apocalypse was the end for me. I was like, absolutely not. Like, it's like, I cannot. Here's the thing. I am excited to see more of his stuff because I think that the writing in Star Wars movies really did him a disservice. Like, I hated all of his jokes and stuff, but I don't think that was really on him. I think that was the writing and the directing.
I like the hold joke at the beginning of Last Jedi, and I think I'm the only person who likes that joke.
I hate it with a passion. I almost left the theater. I was like, I'm not paying for this.
I'm like, the only person. No, but you're in the vast majority. Even people who like The Last Jedi don't like that joke. I'm the one person that was like, no, I think this is funny. Like,
no, I legitimately almost left. Like, I turned to the person I was there with, and we looked at each other, and we're like, oh my god, really? And then we stayed, and it was fine, but it was just like one of those things where I was like, oh. Like, I was like, oh my god, I hate it.
I love that no matter what we talk about today, we seem to be going back to Star Wars.
Yep.
Muddles40 in the chat asks, what joke? At the beginning of Last Jedi, there's a joke where Poe is, like, pulling up to a Star Destroyer in his little X-Wing, and he's like, hey, I need to talk to Commander Hux, and Hux comes back and he's like, yes, you are talking to Commander Hux. And he's like, oh, okay, I'll hold. Can you get him for me? No, you are talking to him. Yeah, no, I'm holding. I have an important message for him. If you could get him. And I was like, this is very funny. This is very in character for Poe to me.
It was so
and that's why it
dumb.
It was something I could see that character doing. I like Poe Dameron though.
No, I hated it. I was very yeah. Mm-hmm. That, sticks out to me. Like, when I think of, things that I hate about that movie, that's, one of the first things that comes to mind. Legitimately, that's how much I hate it. I thought it was so bad. Anyways, I am excited, though, to here's the thing. Yeah, I don't know the games. I don't know anything about, but he, I think that he is very talented. And I am excited to see him in other things that I think will be better than the Star Wars sequels.
Wait 1 second. So in our chat, someone just popped in to talk about Tropical Smoothie. Was that an ad? Are they running ads in people's Twitch channels by leaving comments? Somebody just popped in to talk about Tropical Smoothie.
Yeah.
Rockmage, is that a thing?
Is that a thing?
That's so funny. That is such a funny way to run ads, is to go into people's streams and talk about products.
That's...
Burger King did it this year.
So weird.
That is so funny.
I hate that.
I kind of don't, though. It's clever.
I mean, I would rather that than, interrupting your viewers with an ad.
Yeah. And, honestly, the person was talking about a smoothie, and I was like, that sounds great. I would go eat that if we could go outside.
Yeah, if we were allowed to leave the house.
I also love that they're like, don't you know that your city has a tropical smoothie? And I'm like, yeah, I'm in quarantine. Stop.
Yeah.
Leave me alone.
Toronto is shut down.
Burger King donated to big streamers with messages?
Oh.
I'm fine with that.
That's fine.
Give streamers money.
Yep, absolutely.
Burger King. I will talk about Burger King every single day on here if you pay me.
Yeah.
That's what sponsorships are.
Yep. I would not be mad at that. That was so weird.
I would happily be sponsored by Burger King. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People were pissed at BK because they paid $2 donations for advertising to thousands. Here's the thing,
smart.
though. You set up your channel that way. That's your fault. That's not Burger King's fault. You cannot blame people for using the market as it is set up.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
I think if the message was super long, I'd be pissed. But if you paid $2 to have I don't know.
Yeah.
To have a short message and be like, don't forget the new Whoppers coming out. I'd be like, that's funny. That's clever.
Yeah, but Miller makes a good point that if Burger King Like, they are a big enough company that they should be paying more to advertise in there. Like that kind of feels bad. You know what I mean? If you and I, for example, someone were to reach out to, say, Sony wants to sponsor us and they're going to send us, like, a PlayStation.
Yeah.
Or they're going to pay us to talk about the PlayStation or whatever. They're going to pay us a hell of a lot more than $2.
Yes, but then it is us saying things. They're paying us to use our brand to say things about it. They're not paying us $2 to take advantage of a feature that we put on our channel.
Yeah, okay.
Like, if the feature was like, I have to... If the feature was like, people in my chat can spend $2 and I will say something nice about something.
Yeah.
Then they'd be kind of taking advantage of that. But that's actually going to be our next story, Richard Sim 7. Our next story is about the PlayStation 5.
Oh, yeah?
And it's wild. But before we get into that, I think that, like, if you set up that feature on your channel, people can write whatever they want.
Yeah, I guess so.
And that's how that works. Like, we're thinking about putting that in for the morning show so that people can feel like they can participate in the morning show.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, if Burger King wants to give us $2 to very quickly say, hey, enjoy the Whopper, I don't know. If I had thousands of people in my room, though, I would turn that off.
Yeah, if you had,
just, I don't
like,
know.
for $2, yeah. If you wanted, like, speech to text, it would have to be more than that.
Wouldn't it be funny with one-word chat ads like, Whopper? That's what it should be. You get one, for $2, you can have one word said aloud.
Yeah.
And see what companies can come up with.
Yeah, that would be funny, actually.
Amazon's just like, Amazon, Prime. All right, y'all. Are you guys ready to talk about my favorite story of the day?
The PlayStation?
Oh, yes.
Great. Let's hear it.
This would be more fun if you had seen a Fast and the Furious movie, which you have not. But
I have. I mean, like I said, I saw a little bit of Hobbs and Shaw.
Yeah.
Sorry, I keep wanting to call it Calvin and Hobbes.
in the original days of Fast and the Furious, way, way, way back, when the franchise was about people who were mostly thieves, they would do this thing where they would take 4 cars and they would drive up to a truck and they would surround it on all sides so that they could steal the stuff inside of it, but the truck couldn't stop because there was cars all around it, so it'd have to keep going. It's called a rollover, right?
Okay.
And one person would have like a rope on them and they would jump to the truck and then they would get in the back and they'd steal all the stuff.
Okay.
This is insane. The Times is reporting that in the UK...
Oh no.
People are stealing PlayStation 5s off of trucks by pulling some Fast and the Furious shit.
No.
Yep.
No.
I'm not even joking. Supply chains such as Amazon's have high security for warehouses, and delivery drivers are closely monitored to make sure they complete their journeys. However, a career criminal told The Times that rollovers have become a popular tactic, specifically because of the comparable lack of security while deliveries are in motion. Police have advised that companies bolster security or vary their routes.
Oh my god.
This involves a human being jumping off of a car with a rope on their belt onto a truck to steal PlayStation 5s. This is where we're at. People are literally... The PlayStation 5 is being scalped for such a high price, and it is in such high demand that there are human beings jumping from moving vehicle to try and steal one.
Yeah, seems legit.
What is wrong with people?
Oh my god. And is it just like one? Like, do they...
Oh no, this has happened multiple times. 27 rollovers have occurred in the UK this year. And it's going up as we get closer to Christmas.
Oh my god.
And like this isn't like some like weird, this isn't like some Twitter stuff. Like the Times is reporting this. Police are commenting on it. Like people are literally going full Fast and the Furious to steal PlayStation 5s. It's almost like people have played too much Grand Theft Auto.
Yes.
Dill Pickle blames scalpers. Yeah.
Yeah, you...
Someone called Dom and the crew. We gotta get the family together.
Oh my god. For PlayStation... Yeah, seems legit. That is wild.
It's insane.
That is absurd.
I like people... Muddle says, don't leave anything in an open pickup truck. It'll get taken when you stop for a red light in the UK. That's wild. I mean, look, but let's be honest. I was in New York a week ago, and my car was broken into. They stole a garment bag. Like, they stole, like, a freaking, a cheap $100 tuxedo that I bought. Like, But this is insane. Like, this is literally a scene from Fast and the Furious playing out in real life.
Yeah.
And it's so funny. It's so funny to me.
Here's the, like, sad part, though, is, like, we're gonna, like, this is in the news now, and we are going to hear about in the news one of these going horribly wrong.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
You know what I mean? At
some point. There's no way that...
Like, that is so absurdly dangerous for a PlayStation...
Well, no, I don't... The thing that's going to go wrong is that the cops are going to bolster their efforts to stop them, and, like, someone's going to get shot. Like, just realistically.
Yeah.
Because eventually you're going to get caught. Like, the thing about this is that you're not going to be able to pull this off forever.
Yeah.
And, like, 27 times, the fact that they've gotten away with it 27 times
No, is it the same
wild,
people, or is it different people?
They don't know.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Because they haven't caught anyone yet.
Cool.
But as they... Like, Amazon has drones, so I wouldn't be surprised if they, like, Amazon started to, like, send a drone to follow the truck so that it could, like, get the license plates and stuff.
Yeah, that's true.
Police drone tracking, not far off.
Oh, 100%. 100%, absolutely.
Although, honestly, the nice thing, and look, I get it. Police state bad. I know. But there's an element in my brain that's like a drone tracking system like that might actually be safer, because you could essentially track someone with a drone until they're not in a crowd and they're away from people, and you could, like, have a safer kind of takedown situation by sort of letting them get away, but knowing that you have a drone that's keeping up with where they are.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, because the last thing you want to do is, like, try and take someone down in the middle of a crowd and somebody gets hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah.
Rockmage says the currency in the post-apocalyptic future will be consoles. The thing is, it won't be. Like, the PlayStation 5 only has value for another, like, 6 months. And then there'll just be enough of them that you can't... Like, once production catches up with demand...
Yeah.
Scalping is really an early game, right? Like, because... Sony will eventually be able to have enough PlayStation 5s built that there are just PlayStation 5s in shelves at GameStop and EB Games and CEX for normal price. Yeah. And then the scalping game goes away because, like, you know, you can't scalp a PS4 right now. Yeah. No one's going to buy a PS4 for full price, you know?
Yeah.
It's Gillian makes plans to Fast and Furious at PS6. We're getting the crew together.
Yeah, really.
Someone call Letty.
Oh, man.
That
was ridiculous.
Yeah, it's just so funny to me. It's literally Fast and Furious.
I'm glad that you saved that to the end. That was very fun.
Yeah, I wanted that to be the last story of the day. Y'all...
Insanity.
I'm really concerned that I've convinced It's Gillian in the chat to become a career criminal.
No! Gillian, don't do it!
Richard Sim says maybe they should release them earlier in the year. Richard, that's not the problem. The problem is the demand upon release, right? Like, the only reason they're not scalping because it's Christmas. They're scalping because when consoles and now graphics cards are the huge scalper thing now.
Yeah.
When they launch, they can't make enough of them at launch to satisfy the demand because they don't want to overproduce and not sell out because that looks bad for the life of the console. So they produce what they know they can sell out of. Mm-hmm. And that number came in low for the PS5 and Xbox. But Sony and Xbox were both in a position where... Sony and Xbox were both in a position where they were concerned that their sales figures were going to be down because of COVID and that people wouldn't have the discretionary income to spend on a $600 console. Yeah. You've got to understand, like, this console is coming out hundreds of dollars more expensive than the last generation did.
Yeah, everyone saved their CERB.
Yeah, and so
PlayStation.
Sony and Xbox... I didn't read this about Xbox, but I did read that Sony deliberately kind of cut back on initial production a little bit out of fears that they would not sell out in Corona times, which would have been really bad for the company. They're hurting like everybody else is.
Yeah.
And so if the PlayStation hadn't sold out and they lost money, their stock price fell, like that would have been really bad for them.
Yeah.
So, you know, as bad as the scalping situation is, it is better for their bottom line as a company to have sold out in this way than to have had this go a different way where they didn't sell out and where they had stock on shelves and where they lost money.
Yeah.
So it is an unfortunate situation that is born kind of out of financial necessity of the business.
Yeah.
But it is just kind of how it is.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's fair.
Yeah, this was a fun show. Guys, I miss you on the weekends.
Yeah.
Which is insane because I streamed yesterday. But
yeah.
Should we check? Do you think at 11:15 we've hit 300,000 views on this TikTok?
Yeah, I probably. Shall we?
299,100. We're so close.
Wild.
We will hit 300,000 on something.
Cool. That's
if you came from TikTok, thank you. Hi.
Yeah. Hi.
What's up?
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Well, that's our show, guys.
That is our show.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday.
Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm going to be
Enjoy the rest of your day. I'm just repeating it.
I noticed that. I'm going to be streaming at 3 o'clock today.
Skyrim.
Skyrim. Ooh, yes.
Ooh, yes, daddy.
I'm going to get that ethereal crown.
Ooh, ethereal crown, daddy.
Okay, stop that.
Yes, daddy.
God, I'm upset. I don't really have any special streams coming up this week, but you
Twitch
do.
Sings.
Well, okay, yeah. We both have Twitch Sings on Sunday, 4 p.m. That is correct.
Yeah, and Ned Flanders will be here tomorrow. So come check out Ned Flanders as he plays Valhalla. That'll be at a time. I don't know what time I said.
A time.
I haven't set a schedule. I will send out a schedule later today for the full week where I'm streaming 5 times because apparently I hate myself. Y'all, thank you so much. As we always say, my name's David Webb.
I'm Arielle Edwards.
Do something nerdy tonight. I didn't set up the thing.
Yeah, I was like, you don't have the thing in your hand.
Again.
Bye.
Bye-bye.